A show,
where smart is the new sexy.
And now, April Hunter.
Welcome, all you beautiful people. Are we going right into a video? Is that what's happening right now?
Yeah, I guess we'll do that in a minute. But say hello to everybody. By the way, we're not, for some reason, it's not coming up on Rumble, so we're live on YouTube and Twitch, and I'll put it up on Rumble later on. So
okay, that works. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. We have a lot to talk about. I was offline for several days, like 5 days, and it was wonderful. I was in Upper Florida, Lower Alabama, and kind of offline, and it was amazing. Highly recommend it. But oh my God, when I came back, I saw so much has been happening, and it's been crazy. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to catch you guys up on some of the things that I found out that you might not know. And of course, next week is Thanksgiving, so we got lots of cool stuff to talk about. So yeah, we got stuff. So hang in here for the whole show if you can, because there's going to be a lot going on. So. Yeah.
So, who do we have in the chat here?
We got Winona, we got Cool Awesome Dude, we got Steve, we got Allie, yep, Sweet Home Alabama, baby, Big Wig, we got Chuck. Who else is in there? Yep, we got a handful. Hopefully, we're getting more coming in soon.
Yeah, we're just starting off. So I just want to let everybody know, April and I are. Well, I'm assuming you're traveling, right? For Thanksgiving, or you have a lot of shit to do.
No, but everybody else is traveling. I just have a lot of, it's that crazy time of year for me. And I really have to make Christmas cards for my fans. I haven't done it yet, so I need to do that.
Oh, that's dope. All right.
I got to do that like tonight and get some Christmassy stuff going and, with the Etsy store and all that. So, yeah.
All right. Well, we have a ton of stuff to talk about, and we're going to get a lot in this week because, so the reason I said this live on to April was, we're going to be off next week. I'm going to be doing a ton of stuff. Hey, yo.
Like eating.
Yeah.
Well, more demon.
So
Alex.
So check this out. First, I got to give you an update. So I hit the 8-week mark.
Yeah, right. Where are we in our health and fitness journey?
So the 8-week mark. Now, I did a show earlier today with my buddy Jimmy from Australia. And, I put aside, I'm going to show you something before we even get into the show. I'm going to go into my Instagram. Cool with that? Mm-hmm. And there's a reason why actually, is it going to work? Let's see. Here we go. I'm going to go to my Instagram, right? And I showed him a picture of me when I started the journey. And it was around, Jesus Christ, it was 8 weeks. So this is the 8-week mark. And from that time, I've lost, and I quote, I've lost 32 pounds in 8 weeks.
Gosh, that's a lot.
Yeah, but the thing is that it's not like I'm not losing a ton at one time. It's just like little by little by little. It's not fucking working. Anywho, go to my goddamn Instagram when you get a chance. And because you have to see that, like, the side by side to actually like totally. Oh, I got it. Here it is. So you have to see the side by side. I just wanted to show you guys and just say hi to the people while I'm doing this real quick.
Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing everybody come in. You guys are filtering in. Thank you. I have to show you guys some side by sides of stuff too. Those are always fun. I think people love that. Love to root for people when they're dropping some weight. And yeah, Big Wig says you don't want to lose it too fast, or you'll have some skin hanging off.
Right. That was the thing that actually scared the living shit out of me. All right, so now I got it here.
Lift heavy.
So I'm going to put this picture up. This is the week of the time that I started my little gimmick journey. Okay, you ready? Let's see.
That's it.
Why is it not fucking oh, duh, I'm an idiot.
Just stand up and dance around.
Boom.
Just a little wiggle.
Do you see that?
Kinda.
Do you see my face or no?
Yes, we see your face. We see your face every week.
All right, so, but do you see my face on the TV screen, like with my wife?
Yes, you're much more sculpted now. We see cheekbones.
So I have cheekbones now.
Yes.
I actually have a neckline.
We lose it from our head to our feet. That's why for women, It's so hard to get it off our thighs last, but
Forget it.
and
No,
of course
thighs.
we lose it from our tittas first.
Wait
So
a second.
it sucks.
Who wants to lose? What woman wants to lose weight from their thighs? That's like the best part.
All right. Well, you guys have a whole different attitude about things than we do, and we appreciate that attitude a lot.
Listen, man, ain't nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. All right, so we're gonna kick this off. So again, next week we're gonna be off, guys, and I wanted to, there is a legend. I'm gonna call her a legend. She's a soccer legend, and she went on to accuse God of doing this to her, and if there was a God, she said there was no God. As a matter of fact, this is what she said afterwards. I'm gonna play this quick little clip, and then we're gonna get into just a little gimmick that I put together for her just to say goodbye. So this is our friend Megan Rapinoe. Is that her name? Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah, I thought about it a little bit. I mean, I'm not a religious person or anything, and if there was a God, like, this is proof that there isn't. It's fucked up.
Oh.
So yeah, it's just fucked up, because like 6 minutes in, it's so bad. No way.
All right, so she can go fuck off. So basically, she said this is proof that there isn't a God. 6 minutes in, I beg to differ.
It's very self-centered, isn't it?
Well, she's a piece of shit.
Well, I'm just saying that's very self-centered when you're
absolutely.
judging an entire, whether something is or isn't based on your own personal experience.
Well, she's a piece of shit. She's a non-American. She's an American hating, but she loves American money, right? And she wants the other soccer players. But anyway, I put this together.
Wait. I got a question.
Sure.
Just hear me out here. There is bacon.
Where?
Bacon is proof of God.
Oh, absolutely.
And bacon serves all of us, not just the 6 people who watch female, whatever that is, hot soccer. So I'm just saying that there's bacon.
Bacon.
And bacon might prove there's a God.
Bacon is the world's, and thank you for the cheer. Cool, awesome, dude.
So
we'll throw that up there.
Boobies.
Thank you. Yeah,
big ass titties.
So I just made it's like a quick little video, just my little tribute to her. So ladies and gentlemen, as we say goodbye and good riddance to this piece of trash.
But the one with the purple hair, she didn't play too well. She went woke. You can have her. And they didn't do too well, unfortunately. We want them to do well, but they didn't.
Here you see Megan receiving a ball to be signed by a child and her not giving a fuck about his life. She's terrible.
Something happened today. Megan Rapinoe went down with a non-contact injury on this play right here. The unfortunate part about it is, this was Megan Rapinoe's last game ever.
Go fuck yourself.
You're horrible. You're horrible.
I am a fucking piece of shit.
Hey, listen. Hey, that's First Amendment free speech. She can say whatever she wants. But
you know what, man? You believe in karma. You believe in all that shit. All this shit that she talked about the country, how terrible it is, how much she hates God. She hates any religion.
Well,
actually,
there's
and when I say God, I'm talking about all gods. Whether it's Allah,
there's,
whether she's a piece of shit, in my opinion. You go fuck herself.
From what I understand, she's one of those people who has like her rigid set of beliefs, and she uses her platform to enforce them every chance she gets. Right? Like that's just the way she is. It's very fitting that she would use the injury to be a victim and do that as well. But
she's always a victim. Piece of trash. Listen, I usually don't talk that ill will of people, of human beings, but it couldn't have happened to a nicer person, and I could care less, about her. Like Vince McMahon, if something happened to Vince, I could care less. He's hurt so many people, unless he truly redeems himself and saves a baby deer falling off a cliff or something. Maybe.
We're getting the funniest comments in the chat. Chuck says that he would eat his own foot if it were wrapped in bacon.
Oh my God. Why is bacon so good?
I don't know. Retro Rocket Review, hello, welcome, says he likes turkey bacon. He avoids pig and pork. It makes you stinky when you sweat. You know what's funny is when I went to Japan, The
Mhm.
Japanese people said that the white people, or American people, white people actually smelled like sour milk because we ate so much dairy, which I was unaware of because we don't smell our own scent, but we do eat a lot of dairy. So
It's very
I became
funny
blatantly aware of that after that.
because
Kind of like how we think Indian people smell like curry. We
no,
apparently smell like sour milk.
well,
So
it's
you
funny that
might
you
have a
mentioned
point, Retro Rocket.
Retro Rocket. It's funny that you mentioned that, my friend up in Canada. But I grew up, around Asians, and I grew up working, especially like in Chinatown. One of my first jobs was the Chinatown YMCA, and I always felt they smelled like boiled noodles.
Well, we are what we eat, right?
Is that like? I thought it was just something like psychological on my part.
I know. Winona says this one's a good one. Shit
Hold on,
like
hold
that really pisses me off. I've never been able to walk. She's been a wheelchair user since she was 5, and though I'm not into organized religion, I'd never say stuff like that about my situation. Sometimes things just are what they are, and
on. Right.
that's it. Yeah,
Fucking Winona.
exactly.
Winona's so fucking wise.
I
Can I
know.
just say that? You're just
Yeah,
very
I know.
wise. And sometimes I think a person needs to be humbled to
Yeah.
learn.
And Allie
You know?
says so she's an atheist then. That's a joke in and of itself, although not as big a joke as Scientology. Hey, I'll never pick on anyone's affiliation. I know a lot of really good atheists, and I live in Tampa. I live right outside of Clearwater. I actually know quite a few nice Scientologists.
Bro,
They get a bit. Some of them get a bad rap, but I whatever makes you happy.
right.
I'm
Like what
very live and let live. But when someone's a dick, they're a dick.
she's a dick about it. Like Ben Hameen
Yeah.
that's my brother.
I
I
don't
love him.
like when people push their own shit on other people and then make fun of them
Right. Like don't make
because
fun of somebody
they're
else's.
like I live a certain way. So
There
if
you
you
go.
don't live like I do, you're subpar. You're underneath of me, and there's something wrong with you.
Agree. I agree.
So
Like Ben, I was saying Ben is an atheist. I love the guy. I legitimately love that guy.
Ben is metaphysical. He doesn't realize it. We had that conversation quite a few times. He
He's
thinks he's an atheist, but he's agnostic.
Well, you know what? It's funny that you mention that because he always like when somebody passes away or somebody that he really cares about. I noticed that he kind of mentions the other side
Hmm.
a lot.
Hmm.
And I think deep down inside us as humans, we know that there's something bigger than just this right here.
Yeah. A lot of people think they're atheists when actually they're agnostics. I was an atheist for about 10 years.
Yeah, you told me
And
that.
yeah, I know I mentioned that before. And there are good people who are just good for no apparent reason. They're not worried about heaven or hell or anything like that. They come in all types but as far as Megan, you take somebody like Tim Tebow, who has been obviously a pro athlete and very much believes in the whole thing, the God, Jesus, and everything. And he has done a world of good since he's gotten out of pro sports. And he would argue the exact opposite, perhaps. And he has done a lot of good for other people. So, Megan, if you're listening, which you probably aren't, but if you're listening, it's not all about you. And you have a wonderful opportunity now to do something for other people.
She could have been she could have been such a true voice for women's sports. Like a real voice for women's sports, but she's such a despicable, unlikable person. It's not just
oh God, I'm telling you, we get the worst representation. Seriously, like the worst females running for president, the worst female athletes representing us. It's like terrible. People are like, "Oh, you're going to vote for such and such because she's a female?" I'm like, no, I'm not voting for somebody because she has a vagina. Forget it. That is not a qualifier. Sorry.
Oh wow!
Hi,
Hold
Brian.
on.
Welcome.
We got some breaking.
No.
We got some breaking news here. Do I have breaking news music? I should have some breaking news music, right? Oh, I do have breaking news music. Here we go. We have some breaking news here. This is according to our friend flying over in space in Canada, Retro Rocket Review. Retro Rocket, what's the breaking news?
Vancouver police have given an update that after Prime Minister Justin Trudeau was surrounded by protesters leaving a restaurant.
So what
That's
happened?
it.
That's it?
No, I saw on Twitter he was trending. He is not a popular figure this currently or this year or last year or the year before. And I think he's managed to bring both sides together because they hate him equally now.
Hey,
They all hate him.
You know who everybody hates apparently, and this is something that you this is one of your topics here. And I have everything listed here so we don't miss anything, and hopefully you got your little notes on the side. But it says here, according to April was telling me that after December 2023, the Disney Channel will no longer exist. Tell me about that.
Yeah, we got a bunch of little news things we can rip through real quick. Yeah, Disney said that they have taken a real financial hit.
Why?
Well, I don't know. Probably because they're getting rid of redheads and replacing them with people of, I don't know, of different
like
races, because redheads, they don't like them anymore. I don't know.
Bald-headed guys.
But it's weird. It's like the redheads are obsolete. They're like, I don't know, let's replace this redhead with somebody brown. Or it's like, well, look, just save a couple of them, just a couple. But yeah, no, I don't know. They keep remaking stuff and it's terrible. Just do something new. Anyway, yeah, Disney has taken such a financial hit that they are getting rid of their channel. So what they plan to do is buy Hulu, merge them.
Oh no!
And I think go in with, I think, is it ESPN or another sports channel?
Oh, they're already down with ESPN.
Yeah, so it's going to be like Hulu, Disney, ESPN, or you can all together. So you can purchase the tier that you want.
No,
but he said, he's got the guy in charge is like, you got to warn the parents, because it's not going to be child-friendly programming. And I'm thinking to myself, well, Disney isn't exactly child-friendly programming either anymore. Sometimes I was talking to one of my hairstylists today, and she said she's pulled all her Disney stuff from her kid, because she's like, I'm so tired of the agenda with everything on there. She's like, I'm just tired. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of them pushing this and pushing that. She's like, I just want kids programming for my kid. That's it.
Right.
Don't push this. Don't push that. I don't want this awareness or that awareness. Just do a kid's story. That's it.
That's it,
so I think that's what's happening is people you vote with your dollars, right?
I mean, listen, man, they ruined fucking what was the one with Baby Yoda, that show?
Mandalorian.
I loved the first season of Mandalorian. They did some shit in the second season of Mandalorian. They ruined it. They ruined like they ruined Star Trek. They ruined that's Paramount. Like during the whole like from 2020 on, or it started kind of like around 2019, but they just started fucking everything up and putting forth their beliefs and all this other bullshit. It's like, can we just have like a movie about fucking space people that kill each other and that's it?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Why does it have to be a transgender, fluid Puerto Rican, trans man?
Unless it's appropriate for that particular thing,
right.
Then do it by all means. Do
it, dude. So, there's a TV show that
one of my favorite characters. Sorry, Gen V.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite characters on there was the trans character.
What's that show? Gen V.
Gen V. That was so well written. The characters on there, it was so fun. And one of the trans characters on there was so good.
One of my favorite shows. I don't know if you got to watch this show. It's called Invincible. Have you ever heard of this? It's an animated show. You have not?
No, I'm writing it down though.
So it's an animated show. They have a whole first season, and now they're going to the second season. And April, have I been wrong with stuff that I've told you? It's pretty cool.
Not at all. I trust you now.
Now I'm gonna warn you guys that have not seen this. It is fucking gory at times, but it is so well written. Now they have a character. His name is William, and William is totally gay. He is my favorite fucking character in this show. And when you get to see it, you'll understand why. Because number one, he doesn't give a fuck. Number two, he don't play no fucking games. He doesn't push any agenda. He's just a gay dude that loves other dudes and is fucking awesome. I love William, my very favorite character. Have you guys seen Invincible yet? Yes. Eva, have you seen Invincible? Are you saying great show?
Awesome. I think she's saying that to Gen V. Are you saying that to Gen V or
Invincible?
Invincible.
When you meet Omni-Man, you're gonna be like, holy shit.
Oh, she's saying Gen V, and so is Chuck.
Nobody's seen Invincible yet? God damn it.
We've all seen Gen V, and that is a takeoff.
I've never seen that.
Okay, so have you seen The Boys?
Of course, I love The Boys.
It's the same people, and it's a sequel basically to The Boys.
What?
Yep, it's a sequel to The Boys.
Oh, I got to look that up
Yeah,
because the
it's
boys. I'm
okay. So
dying for the boys.
Gen V. You remember V was the stuff that the superheroes were taking.
Yeah.
So Generation V is when all the kids. It's a special school for all the kids whose parents have given them that V. So the parents signed up through is it Voss? Am I saying it right?
Sure.
Whatever, the one where Homelander works for. The parents signed up through that company to have their kids experimented on. Vought. So Vought Burger and Vought. So these are the kids who got the V in them, and then I'll have the superhero powers.
I gotta check that.
It's gory.
That's the stuff.
It is just as gross and gory and everything as The Boys is.
What's the name of the character, the super fast guy? He's like he has heart problems. And by the way, this is Invincible right here.
Okay. A-Train.
I love A-Train, by the way.
Yeah.
I love him because he's an asshole. But please, I'm begging you guys, give this. It's on Prime. It's on Amazon Prime. Give this a fucking shot. I promise you.
All right, we'll do it.
And towards the end of the show, you can't go past the credits. There's always something special at the end of every episode. Okay, all right, I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done.
Yeah, Retro Rocket says Gen V is kind of weird, kind of woke, but the murders are just as brutal. I'll agree. It takes place on like a university, but you know.
Check that out, man.
All right, here's another one that we guys should check out on Netflix, and it's All the Light We Cannot See. It's called, and it takes place during World War II in France, occupied France, and it is really good. Highly recommend it. It is a very short series with Hugh Laurie and the guy that plays Incredible Hulk. Is it Mark something or the other? I think his name is.
Sure. No, yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah. Are you watching sports again?
No, I'm trying to pull up a story that you gave me. I'm sorry.
Anyway, yeah, all the light we cannot see. It's called, and it's a really good story. It's actually got a really good feel good thing going on. If you want something that will actually cheer you up and pick you up, it's not, that still has a lot of holy shit value. I think you will. Thank you, Mark Ruffalo. You'll appreciate this particular. Yeah, you'll appreciate this particular story.
I gotta check it out.
So there's that. So if you want to go down and talk about a couple of things going on, we'll just rip through some of the news that you may or may not be aware of.
I got something that you gave me.
Okay. Well,
go ahead. You first.
Well, okay. So today, California proved to America that it could clean up the homeless situation in record time.
But how?
San Francisco cleaned everybody up in just a couple of short days because the Chinese president was visiting or is visiting. So, and amazingly, in the main street, there's not a single American flag. It's just Chinese flags.
Whoa.
So
I didn't hear that part that you told me off air.
Yeah, not a single American flag.
You said there was not a single American flag. You telling me
just Chinese flags everywhere?
The fuck out of here. I'm sorry. This is America.
Yeah. So it's shocking to me that what it says to Americans is that they could have done this the entire time and they've opted not to because they don't care. They're not trying to do anything for Americans. So they could have cleaned the streets up anytime they wanted to at any point, and they opted not to. Hi, Red Sunny. Welcome. Hello.
That's bullshit.
So that happened. We'll just keep going.
Can I just say real quick in New York City, when the Pope
they could do it there too.
I never forgot when the Pope came to visit. Right, the FDR Drive. It's a major highway here in New York City that goes along the east side of Manhattan all the way up and whatever. That thing has potholes, always beat up. It's been like that for years. Always an issue. Always. Would you fucking believe that when the Pope came to visit, they fucking fixed that thing up in a week? It was fucked up for years. And the street that I worked on had been fucked up for like ever. Repaved. For some reason, all the homeless people disappeared.
Yep.
What?
Of course.
Oh man.
Of course. And hello, Laquifa. Yeah, I mean, it's just been crazy. It's been crazy. So
Unbelievable.
Bragg's apple cider is one of the elixirs that is extremely healthy for us. It fights a lot of different things. Apple cider generally does. Bragg's is one of the healthiest, and it has just been bought by Bill Gates. So Bill Gates also owns Apeel,
Apple cider.
Apeel. If you remember one of our old shows, we were telling you that you have to watch the vegetation and fruit that has an Apeel label on it. On the label, it'll say Apeel. Right. This is something that they are using on the fruits and vegetables that does not wash off.
Mm-hmm.
He is most likely going to switch Bragg's over into using Apeel apples. So that is something to be aware of. I'm going to, speaking of Apeel, I'm going to appeal to you guys. I am looking for a standalone solar panel system. If anyone can point me in the right direction, not on the roof, just standalone. So if you guys can point me in the right direction or refer me or send me some information, I would be super grateful, because I know Black Friday's coming up. There might be some kind of a sale going on somewhere. So that's something I've been wanting to do for a while. And I don't want to buy a new roof to have roof panels. So I just want to do a standalone thing. So cool. There's that. So while we have been distracted with everything going on and infighting and snipping at each other, there have been some other things going on. The FDA has declared that a key ingredient in decongestants is unsafe, even though we've been using it forever. So it's in Sudafed and Benadryl and Dayquil, and CVS has already started pulling all these things off their shelves. It's in Mucinex. So if you like the way these products are made, I would recommend you go stockpile right now. It seems very strange that the ingredient that they're having a problem with is no longer, they're saying that they don't work. They're not saying they're unsafe. They're saying that they have determined that these products don't work.
But they've been working forever.
Exactly. But this is the FDA that said other things were safe and effective when they were not. So if you're a conspiracy theorist, which, we're not, just in time for wintertime during cold and flu season, they would be pulling off all the most effective things like Dayquil, Sudafed, Benadryl, NyQuil, Mucinex. So these are the things you might want to go ahead and grab while you can. So
we're getting a lot of love here. So I just want
we are getting a lot of love.
Big ass titties.
Thank you.
Knockers.
Thank you.
That's much better.
Boobies. Thank you. Yeah, titties for biddies. Thank you for throwing your biddies. I appreciate it. I was trying to look for a pumpkin-y or
Wade H. Williams.
So hello. Welcome, Wade. So you've missed so much.
Like a half an hour of the freaking show.
You're right.
So they're not saying, they're saying they're not effective. That bugs me out.
Yeah.
Because now you and I think are very similar, where when I get sick, I don't take medicine. I drink a lot of water. I eat oranges. I take vitamin C. I don't.
You drink your apple cider, your Bragg's apple cider?
I don't drink apple cider, actually.
Oh, I do.
I don't drink it at all, actually.
Or I did until now.
Oh my God, man. What are they putting in this goddamn thing?
It's okay. So if you're connecting the dots here with Bill Gates buying the apple cider, the FDA pulling off the cold medications that are long-term tested to work. Are you guys seeing a pattern happening? Okay. And pushing vaccines. Are you seeing a pattern? Yeah, it's Benadryl as well, Allie. They're taking Benadryl as well. So there's more. Let's keep going.
Keep going.
All right. Today, unfortunately, the digital equity plan was passed. So it has been called an awful power grab
It's the
by the
FCC, right?
yeah. So the Biden administration pushed the digital equity plan, which will control the entire internet.
Yeah, this show's
So
over, by the way, guys.
yeah, we're probably not going to be able to do much more after this. So the
I can still talk
FCC,
wrestling though.
yeah, now the FCC controls everything in America. They will be able to micromanage every single thing in the United States, whether it's a podcast or social media, and they will be able to levy fines on people as well. So incidentally, digital currency just went into effect in Europe. They're going to try and push that here. So if you can pay with cash as much as possible, it helps. Hello, Chowney Man. Welcome, welcome. By paying with cash, it makes shop owners slower to want to switch over. So it helps. But yeah, so if you want to, do you have the information do you have anything with the digital equity plan?
I do not, but I can look it up real quick.
Okay. So what that does basically is it will change the internet, and it will change. They'll bottle it, they'll package it as this group of people is not receiving quality internet. So we have to make sure nobody has to go sit in a McDonald's parking lot so their children can do the homework. But in reality, it gives the FCC unprecedented powers to control everything.
I got something here.
Hmm.
I got a little video. I think it should work here. Can I play it for you?
Sure.
All right, here we go. This is courtesy of Fox.com, foxnews.com. Let's see. Hopefully this works. Okay. Yep. Looks like it should work. Let me make it a little bigger so you guys can see it. That's what she said. No, maybe not. Let me just scroll over here. Okay. Now let me just move this so we can see this guy's handsome face.
Yeah.
And here we go. Hopefully it's not a commercial. I'm sorry, guys.
Probably will be.
Yeah. Well, they usually is. Of
Yeah.
course.
Naturally.
Of course. So while we learn about this car that we can't afford, let's skip this ad. And here we go.
Calling for a pause on the development of artificial intelligence like Chat GPT.
Something else.
4, and now we may be going beyond that, and that's what has.
Isn't this what the hell?
No, that's FCC. The FCC is calling for a ban on TikTok as well.
No,
but honestly, that kind of feeds into where we are.
So you want to play this anyway?
No, but I'm just saying this
Okay.
is where I'm just saying.
Sorry, guys.
Do you see this? A nationwide ban on TikTok. So this is where it starts. They're going to start controlling all the information. So they want to control your information. They want to control everything that you can see here. They already do it with media, but a lot of stuff's getting by. A lot of stuff's getting through the cracks with TikTok, with Instagram, with podcasts. So now this is a way for them to close the door on all this disinformation, which is actually real information. So this is their way of controlling all that. They also want to strip you of your health and then sell it back to you. So if they can take away all the supplements, all the healthy stuff, and this is something to be aware of. So be as healthy as you possibly can. So get healthy. Stockpile. Yeah, this is it. Too much truth is getting out there now, and they're going to fight back and push as hard as possible. This is where it's up to us to push back as hard as we can too. So stockpile your cold medications. Go grab your apple cider vinegar while it's not been tainted. You probably have this is a WEF. This is another one. WEF bioethicist was talking about human engineering. So he was saying that they really, really, really need people to stop eating as much meat. It's very, very, very important to them that we stop eating meat. But unfortunately, people just won't stop eating meat. They like it too much. So they have been working on a plan to use various different forms, from vaccinations to creating a tick, where either this will turn people allergic to meat. So the vaccination can turn people allergic to things, or a tick bite. This is an old video. A tick bite can make you allergic to red meat. So I start digging into that. There has been a bunch of ticks that were genetically engineered that were released in the southern lower United States. and they are called the Lone Star tick. They are the largest cause of anaphylaxis. And they create something called AGS, alpha-gal syndrome, where once you are bitten, you can never eat red meat again. You also can't eat pork, you can't eat lard, and you can't eat anything with gelatin in it.
Suck my balls, kid.
So they have actually
happen.
created this,
No.
and the cases have been up lately.
I'm gonna go back real quick. I finally, you know what's funny? It's very hard to find anything on this. Here we go.
Federal Communications Commission Commissioner Brennan Carr is calling the Biden administration's digital equality plan for all internet services and infrastructure an awful power grab. He said President Biden's plan hands the administrative state effective control of all internet services and infrastructure in the country. Never before in the roughly 40-year history of the public internet has the FCC, or any federal agency for that matter, claimed this degree of control over it. Indeed, President Biden's plan calls for the FCC to apply a far-reaching set of government controls that the agency has not applied to any technology in the modern era. Carr previewed an important FCC vote about whether to implement the president's plan. Carr explained that the Biden administration's broadband policies are failing, and the costs of building internet infrastructure in this country have skyrocketed due to his economic policies. The commissioner said President Joe Biden has chosen to blame the private sector and free market capitalism itself for the administration's own policy shortfalls. Carr went on to say the Biden administration's plan empowers the FCC to regulate every aspect of the internet sector for the first time ever, saying the plan is motivated by ideology of government control that is not compatible with fundamental precepts of free market capitalism. If passed, the FCC would be empowered for the first time to regulate every ISP's service termination term, use of customer credit, account history, credit checks, and account termination, among many other items.
They have access to all your information, everything, and they can terminate it if they want.
Holy shit. When you say terminated, what are we talking about here?
It's a very sweeping bill. You have to. It's very draconian. So
I'm sorry I had to go back, but I was going crazy trying to find something.
Yeah, I know.
That kind of just explained it in layman's terms. What you got there? It says a bite from the. So that's the Lone Star tick. That thing is cool looking.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, what kind of world are we living in right now?
I don't know. So it makes you wonder. It makes me wonder now. You know how so many people are allergic to dairy and milk, but it came out of nowhere. Like only like the last generation is allergic to so much milk and wheat.
All this, like the nut
like,
allergies.
What happened? What happened to bring all that on? Like what changed?
Did you know any kids growing up with nut allergies when we were kids?
No. I knew one kid who, hang on, he had to eat gluten-free. That's it. I didn't know anybody else that had any issues at all.
I know what the
fuck. So he had to eat like lamb and he got Rice Krispie treats. I was so jealous. So, but yeah, that was it. He had to eat, I only knew one kid growing up.
Please tell me Rice Krispie treats aren't fattening.
They have a lot of sugar.
Please tell me.
Sure, they're not fattening.
Okay.
I just told you.
I'm gonna have one.
Should make them with Fruity Pebbles. Actually, don't make anything with Fruity Pebbles. That's why I make them. Yeah. Oh my God, you guys. So I make the soy candles, right? Here's a story for you. So I make soy candles, and I use all American grown soy. That's all natural and awesome. And so I spill the flakes sometimes on the floor. My dog will eat the soy flakes because this is my previous dog. She thought they were delicious.
What's she? Okay.
Yeah, she thought they were delicious, and I just let her because I know they're natural. But sometimes I will spill the Fruity Pebbles.
Oh, of course.
And she's a vacuum. She won't eat it. She will eat anything. Eat anything.
Yeah,
most dogs. She will not eat the Fruity Pebbles. She will not go near them. So I was like, oh shit, what's in these things?
Is it the smell?
I don't know. They smell great, but she won't eat them, and she will eat anything. She would eat anything. So that's when I stopped eating them because I'm like, oh, if the dog won't eat them, there's got to be something in there. So
well, that's no good. But I love Fruity Pebbles, man. They're so good.
I know, right?
Do you remember?
Throw a couple in your Your Rice Krispie treat.
Do you remember what is it? What is the Snap Crackle Pop? What is it? Rice Krispies.
Yeah, Rice
Back in
Krispies.
back in the 80s, you remember how they had the frosted Rice Krispies? You ever had those?
No, I
It
don't
was
remember
Rice
that.
Krispies that came pre-sugared.
Oh, really? No, I don't remember that.
So fucking good.
That's funny.
I got a story here
Okay.
that actually upset me, and this is gonna open up maybe a little bit of dialogue between you and I, and maybe the chat here.
Mm.
So this is it's basically about media right now and how, you know, certain stories, you know, that happen, like we hear of you know, certain, like a let's say an African American person was attacked by a white person or whatever, and it makes national news. You see it on CNN and all this other stuff. And there was a story that came out, and I didn't know anything about
I
it.
saw that story. I didn't share it though because I thought it was more hate.
This story is, well, are you sure this is the story I'm talking about?
Oh, I don't know. I'm jumping
Okay,
ahead.
let's find out.
Okay.
This story is 2 weeks old, and it only started getting traction recently because it started getting posted on social media. And what happened here, I'll just play the quick little video of the story so you guys have an idea of what's going on. Then maybe we can open up a discussion as to why, when the tables are turned, well, let's just check
Yeah,
it
it's the
out.
same story.
Okay. Here we go.
Reminder to all of us to have the.
So here we go. Let me just do
I've seen a bunch of these actually.
Yeah, maybe not everybody, but let's see. Here we go. All right.
Reminder to all of us to have those difficult conversations with our children and remind them that their actions have consequences. Their actions have lasting consequences. Their actions have life-altering consequences.
8 Rancho High School students arrested for the murder of their classmate. 2 more are still wanted by police.
Fox 6's Kim Passoff is back at Rancho High School tonight, near where the off-campus fight happened. She joins us live now with the latest from police.
Yeah, last night we were here and we brought you that emotional interview with the father of the teen who lost his life after that brutal attack just off of school campus earlier this month. Today, Metro announced that there was a joint operation with the FBI this morning, serving 9 search warrants, taking phones and clothes, as well as 8 teens into custody.
I'm here today to announce that we have.
I'm not going to break down. So basically, this is what happened. I'm not going to share.
They're not going to give the details though, right?
Well, they will, but I don't think we should play it. So basically, they show video. So what happened was, a group of about 10 to 12. I heard 14 African American teenagers, males. They were picking on this young kid, a Caucasian kid, and they put him in a trash can. And then his 17-year-old friend went to his defense. And then the kids, I saw the video. The kids jumped him and they attacked him like a pack of wild hyenas, and they stomped him and they beat him to death. Almost a week passed, not one arrest was made. Didn't hear anything about this on my voice is shaking because I get angry about this. Didn't hear one goddamn thing on the news anywhere until it started getting posted
on Twitter, on Instagram.
On Instagram, and then it spread to Twitter, and that's where it caught fire. My question is that, you know, a kid's life is a kid's life. What does it matter whether he's black or white? How come because this kid is white that we heard nothing of this and no arrests were made for over a week? Now, 2 weeks later, they finally arrested only 8 out of the 14. I just want to hear your thoughts.
Well, it drives me nuts that had that been the other way around and those 10 kids were white and that kid was black, that shit would have been everywhere. And those arrests would have been immediate. And we all know it.
Why? You know, why? I just don't, I don't get it. Well, I do get it. It doesn't fit the narrative.
It doesn't fit the narrative.
And
for some reason, there's a lot of people want to say whatever they want to say, but there's a lot of white hate, and it's getting out of hand, and we're normalizing it.
Well, here's the thing. This is what scares me, and this ties into the story we just spoke about with the FCC. If the FCC takes full control, over the internet, and there's a certain narrative they want to push, guess what? We'll never know about this.
Well, we will never know about it. Yep.
We'll never know. It's gonna have to be telephone, tell a friend, tell a wrestler.
So we're gonna have to come up with another way. That was my point to all of this, where I was going with all of this. When World War II, when the Nazis took over all the radio, because there would not have probably ever been such a situation with the Nazis had there not been radio. So the resistance created their own form of communication. And we're going to have to do that too. We're going to have to find a way to do that as well. So
what's it going to be like? Maybe like open up like local newspapers, like they had the Onion back in the day in New York City, and
yeah, we might have to do local papers. We might have to go back to distributing leaflets. We might have to go to shortwave radio. We might have to go to something that they cannot control. And I'll tell you what, humans are very resourceful. We have done it time and time again. We will keep finding a way to work around these fuckers.
It's just very sad.
We've always done it. We always will.
Can I tell you something, April? Like, when I heard this story, right, I thought of my son.
No, Champagne says we're conditioned to believe white people are evil. Yeah, they're trying to do that.
Bro, I don't think, listen.
They're trying to do it. Just like up until like recently, they were trying to, there was a narrative that all black people
were evil,
were criminals.
Right.
They conditioned people to believe that. That all Latinos were illegal.
Mm-hmm.
They conditioned people to believe that.
Or thieves.
Mm-hmm.
Or thieves.
Yep.
All Asians knew karate. I'm saying that. I know it sounds funny, but it's true.
Or math.
Or math, or great mathematicians. I have two friends that are Asian. They're stupid, but they're cool. Love you, Chief. But yeah, man, it's like it really fucking bothers me, man.
Yeah. And
I'm scared. I'm really scared about like Billy Ray Valentine has Free World FM. Guys, you should check that out. I'm gonna put that over. It's a great channel where it's free thinking. But that will be abolished if
I'm wondering about that.
If this thing really goes into fruition. So I don't know, man.
I'm going to read you guys something that I read to other people. So this book was, if you're familiar with this author, Paulo Coelho, he wrote The Alchemist. That was his most famous book, but he's written a bunch of other things too. And then he wrote a book about his own life called, obviously, Hippie.
He looks like my uncle.
He looks like
he does. He looks like my Uncle Chino. He does.
And this was written a long time ago, but he's talking about 1970s. And
looks like my Uncle Chino from the 1970s.
And there's a reason why I want you guys to listen to this right now. Okay, so, and maybe you'll get it. In September 1970, two sites squared off for the title of the center of the world: Piccadilly Circus in London and Dam Square in Amsterdam. But not everybody knew this. If you asked most people, they'd have told you the White House in the United States and the Kremlin in the USSR. These people tended to get their information from newspapers, television, radio, and media that was already entirely outdated and that would never again regain any of the relevance they had when they were first invented. This is 1970. Okay. In September 1970, airplane tickets were outrageously expensive, which meant only the rich could travel. Okay, that wasn't entirely true for an enormous number of young people whom these outdated media outlets could only see for their outward appearances. Again, here's the narrative. They wore their hair long, dressed in bright colored clothing, and never took a bath, which was a lie, but these young kids didn't read the newspaper, and the older generation believed any news item that served to denigrate those they considered a danger to society and common decency. You see where I'm going with this? They were a danger to an entire generation of diligent young boys and girls trying to succeed in life with their horrible example of lewdness and free love. These were our parents, by the way. These were our parents, as their detractors like to say with complete disdain. Well, this ever-growing number of kids had a system for spreading news that no one, absolutely no one, ever managed to detect. The invisible post couldn't be bothered to discuss the latest Volkswagen or the new powdered soaps that had just been launched around the globe. It limited its news to the next great trail, waiting exploration by those insolent, dirty kids practicing free love and wearing clothes no one with any taste would ever put on. The girls with their braided hair covered in flowers, their long dresses, brightly colored shirts and no bras, necklaces of all shapes and sizes. The boys with their hair and beards that hadn't been cut for months. They wore faded jeans with tears from overuse because jeans were expensive everywhere else in the world, except for the US, where they'd emerged from the ghetto of factory workers that were worn at all the major open air shows in and around San Francisco. The invisible post existed because people were always going to these concerts, swapping ideas about where and when they ought to meet next, how they would explore the world without jumping aboard one of those tourist buses that bored everybody. And so, thanks to word of mouth, everyone knew where the next concert was to take place and where to find the next great trail to be explored. No one had any financial restrictions because in this community, everyone's favorite author wasn't Plato or Aristotle. The big book, which almost no one who traveled to the old continent did so without, went by the name of Europe on $5 a day. With this book, everyone could find out where to stay, what to see, where to eat, where to meet, and where to catch live music while hardly spending a thing. So they created a system around, even back then in 1970, they were saying that the media was corrupted, that they tried to denigrate the youth, create a narrative against them, and they created their own way of staying in touch that superseded the regular outlets. They did it in World War II. They did it in the 70s. We will do it. We will manage it.
Let me tell you, man. I do believe there's going to be a third world war. Don't know whether it's going to happen in our lifetime or not. I mean, we've never been so close to it. If that happens, a lot of things are going to change. And I do believe that we are going to have to, like you said, develop some type of a different way of communicating, a different way of getting together. I think we're going to go back to the way it used to be eventually, and then rebuild again. It's that's the way we are. We as human beings, we always adapt, April. We always change. We're always, people. The hierarchy in this world always wants to take full control, but for some reason, man, they never get it. They never get the full grasp. Let them eat cake. Remember that?
Yes. They've been trying forever. And Ward even says he's a metalhead, so automatically he's a devil worshiper. I remember them pushing that agenda in the 80s, remember?
Hell yeah. I remember I have friends. I told you, like in high school, I used to hang out with everybody. Hung out with we used to call them the metalheads, the hip hop crew, the illegals. We had the Dominican kids, and they were all segregated. But yeah, man, I have friends that used to play D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, and they used to love heavy metal music. And for some reason, people used to say, "Oh, they're all devil worshippers and stuff," just because they listen to it. It's not. It's not right.
Yeah.
Not right, man.
So somebody put up a thing on Facebook, and it said, what in one word, what does the world need right now? Need more of right now? Almost every single person said love, 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 love. So if everybody feels that the world needs more love, why can't we be the love and be the light? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends?
I'm sorry.
So why can't we be, as somebody greater than me said, be the change we wish to see? Right? So if we keep waiting for other people to do it, they're not going to do it. You know that. So why can't we do it? And you know how, like, you smile at somebody and they smile back at you? So if you show love and a smile and you give off your light, they will reflect it back to you. If you give someone a shitty attitude, they give that more of that back to you. Our energy is contagious. So we can go out there and we can be the love and the light and the smile, and we can be that change that we want to see in the world.
There's this old lady that walks by my building every day, the building I work in. You know, I'm a doorman. I'm at the front, and I'm always like, she always looks pissed off. And I think this was like about a month ago, that I finally caught eyes with her, and I smiled. And she's fucking. I thought she smiled right back. And now every time she sees me, she goes, "Hello." You know, she goes, "Hello." She walks by with a little bag and shit. It's so cute. Like that wall was broken down just by one smile. And that's no bullshit. It happens.
Yeah, it does. So
Hold on. Cool. What is it? Cool Lion Tiger's asking me, "You're a doorman?" Yes, I am.
Yes.
I've been a doorman
Damn
for
good one too.
Jesus. Well over a decade, brother or sister.
I also put up something that I thought, I don't know if you guys want to hear this or not, but I put up some, let me find it real quick. I put up, because I lost all my elders, I lost my grandparents and my parents. I put up a thing saying, let's just start a thread of great random advice, nothing specific. And this was inspired after watching something on Instagram, because I love Instagram. There's so much good stuff on there.
There is good stuff there.
There is, I do love it. There was somebody that put up who's been interviewing older people and asking their life advice, and it's fantastic.
I've actually seen this.
Oh, it's fantastic. So there's an 80-year-old lady who was sharp as a tack. I shared it in my stories, and she said, "You want my life advice? Stop worrying. It will all be okay. These young people, they spend so much time being in fear and climate change and this and that." And she said, "Just live your life. It will all work out. Know that it will all work out." And I was like, oh.
I think this is. I think I played a video off of that channel one time where the old lady, she's like almost 100 years old, and she's just standing there eating a little bit of ice cream. And they're like, "Well, why? Isn't that bad for you?" And she's like, "No, it makes me happy." And she said that's the thing. You have to be smart about what you eat, but there's nothing wrong with being happy and doing little things that make you happy. It's the little things in life.
Yeah. My
and
grandma made all kinds of chocolate all the time.
And it's like, yeah, I mean, you can work out and you can be healthy, and I advise you guys to all do that. But at the same time, there's nothing wrong with having a slice of pizza every once in a while, or doing something that makes you happy.
So if I was going to say, do you want me to read you some of the advice, and do you guys want to contribute some of your own good advice
in the chat, guys? In the chat,
yeah, in the chat. So here are a couple of the good ones. When you say words, you can never take them back. You can apologize, but you cannot take them back, which we know that, but it never hurts to have that reiterated. Secrets and lies have the potential to become the most dangerous, destructive, life-shattering forces. They're not worth it. That came from Afa's daughter, Afa the Samoan.
Oh, the wrestler.
Yeah.
Oh, Rock's wife? I mean, Rock's mom?
No, Vale Anoa'i.
Oh, the daughter. Okay.
Yeah. Jamie Kovac, who was Fury in American Gladiators, said, "When pooping in the woods, know what poison ivy looks like."
That is very good advice.
Robert Mick, who is the webmaster for DDP, said, "Someone else's opinion of you is none of your business." Comic artist Jeff Whiting said, "Trust dogs. They always know who to stay away from."
Very, very true.
Yep. Jimmy G, who's been on the show lots of times.
Love Jimmy.
He said, when hugging a child, don't be the first to let go. One of my classmates, Christina Isbell, said, "Never feel guilty about doing what is best for you. What is normal to the spider is chaos for the fly."
Did you know a yawn is a silent scream for coffee?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
It's also, fun fact, it's also a sign that you might be oxygen deprived and need to take deeper breaths.
Yawns, really?
Yeah, if you're yawning a lot, it means you might not have enough oxygen in your system.
Shit.
My neighbor wrote, he said, the first drop of rain that lands on your head. He said, you know that first drop of rain that lands on your head? That one's not your fault. My friend Heather said, always make sure you let your steaks come to room temperature before cooking them. My classmate Renee from high school said, print your pictures off from your phones. That is the biggest loss in this generation. Always print pictures.
Can we just stop real quick? Like, isn't there a difference? Like when I go to my mother's house, like I had sat down with my wife. This was last Thanksgiving, and we just pulled out albums.
Yes.
Isn't it like, I don't know if it's the smell of the album or like just actually looking at the physical pictures and opening up little slits and pulling something out and just, you know, looking at like old, I don't know, awards that my mom would put. It's just different than watching some shit on a fucking robot phone.
Yes, 100%.
Physical, tangible Polaroids. You know, it's cool, man.
Yep. It is. It's just something. It's something. It's when it's tangible. It's different than leaning over a tiny screen and just.
Yeah, man.
Yep. Bob Kordecki says your wife is always right, even when she's wrong.
Fuck right. Like goddamn right.
I will add in there, when you're fighting with a friend or a spouse, here you have to ask yourself this question: do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? So you have to choose your battles.
See, my wife gets mad at that.
Sometimes it's just better to let it, you know what I mean? Figure that out and let it go.
My wife hates, April, the term happy wife, happy life.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
I know, but but like, all right, I'm gonna tell you something real quick. This is just us. Nobody's listening, right? It's just you and I, April.
Of course. I
fucking hate going to Atlantic City. I hate going there. But my wife loves it. She's we're going like in a couple of weeks and stuff like that. And even though I hate going,
I love hate AC too. I'm so with you.
But I love
cesspool of
but I love being with her. Like I love just the drinking part and just eating and just walking around and shit. And she gambles. I don't gamble a bit.
No. Just go on the boardwalk and find pizza, right?
She's happy. Whoa, they got some good pizza there. She's happy. She's happy, so it makes me happy. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's okay. I get it. I get it. I got a few more if you want to hear them.
Please. And I got a story for you about a school.
Okay. Is that a happy story?
Yeah, it's cool.
Okay, good. We'll take it. Let's see. La 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 la. I lost my place. Where are we? Okay. Chuck, who's in the chat here, said be nice until it's time not to be nice, which is Dalton. Love that one. Chuck also added in, which I love, scar tissue is stronger than regular tissue. Realize the strength. Move on. That's from Henry Rollins. Love that one too. Kenny Morgan said don't return used condoms.
I mean, you can.
Valid advice.
You can.
Cartoonist Bob Perinello said, learn from others' mistakes and don't make the same one twice. Winona said, who's also in our chat, obviously, this is a good one. Don't cross an ocean for others who wouldn't cross a puddle for you. I like that one. We've all done that. Brandon Wolf said, throw the negativity out the door and keep the positive vibes coming your way. Don't let mindless people mess up your flow. Vincent Bison said, go to trade schools. Tony Jean Riccelli said, no matter what you think you know, men and women think differently. Our brains are hardwired to be different, and no amount of effort or energy will change that core fact. Accept who you're with or move on. I will add to that, I will say that people are like shoes. So you're going to try shoes on, and you're not going to expect a shoe to change to fit your foot, right? So some shoes are very pretty, but they're very painful. And other shoes are very comfortable, but they don't go with very many outfits. So, and none of them are going to change to fit your foot. So people don't change to fit your foot.
How about this one? If you hear weird noises at night,
Mhm.
Simply make weirder noises to assert dominance. You like
I
that
like that one. I like that one. Yep. If a girl loves you, there's absolutely nothing you can do to make her not love you. If a girl doesn't love you, there's absolutely nothing you can do to make her love you. That's from John Fulcher.
That's fucking true. How
Yeah.
about this? If you find a toilet in your dream, don't use it.
That's good. And John Fulcher, also from doing film, says 1 hour of pre-production is worth 3 hours of production and 10 hours of post-production.
I got one for parents.
Mhm.
It says, don't yell at your kids. Lean in close and whisper. It's much scarier.
I like that one.
Also in wrestling promos.
I like that one.
Jake the Snake Roberts. It's true though.
Yeah, I like that one. I will lower your voice.
Yeah.
Eva says, walk the beach and see shows as much as possible. I saw one that that reminds me, I saw one that said we're conditioned to feel bad about spending money. I agree with that.
Yeah, I know.
And
I have that same shit.
It said if you go out and you have a vacation, you spend $1,000, you go out and you spend $100 on a dinner with your friends, that goes, so fucking what? You're going to make more money. What you have is a nice night with good food with your friends, and you had some drinks and you had a great time. And that is a lifetime memory. Don't feel bad about the money. You will make the money back. You will never get the memories. You make the memories.
I have a tip for you guys.
Hmm.
Don't sweat the petty things, and don't pet the sweaty things.
Depends on what kind of sweaty
Well,
things.
you know what, April? It's a PG show.
And then I'll read you something else I saw this week that I thought was really cool, that I am reading from Colette Baron Reed's little book here. Talking about living in the now. What are we reading? What are you laughing
It's
at?
just so stupid. It says
just pet it.
It just no. This one says no matter how nice no matter how
What?
nice the hand soap smells, don't leave the rest from smelling your fingers. It popped me. I don't know. My bad.
Me too. That's great.
Coming out the restroom, because sniffing your finger. All right, guy. I'm sorry.
All right. So this was valuable advice, I thought too. Whenever you find your mind drifting into the past, wondering if things could have or should have been better, or whenever you find yourself longing for the good old days, you leak power. You lose your power. It's the same is true of looking too far ahead and hoping your future will provide you with certainty. Driven by ambition, you might wander too long in a place with no substance and forget that you are here today. The past and the future are illusions. Whenever you leave the present moment, you are disconnecting from your inherent power to manifest your reality with true substance. Neither the past or the future can give you what you need. Now is all that counts. Come back from those eternities and be here now. I thought that was really interesting, that you lose power, you leak power when you live in the past, or you are too far in the future.
I like that.
War Demon, are you out? Thank you for being here. So
Have a
yeah,
good night, my
those are some advices. Those are some advices we have for you guys. And I think that you should be aware of the things that have been going on. You know, a lot of this stuff does not make it in the media, make it in the papers. It does not make it anywhere. Champagne Sumo goes, I'm leaking right now.
Are we all?
Might want to see to that. I know, right? We are. A lot of these things don't make it into the media, but we want you to know what's going on, and we want you to know that there are things that can be done about it. So, but fixing the problem, we first have to understand that there is a problem. So there's that.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
So I know we're going to end the show talking about thankful things we're thankful for.
Mm-hmm.
But before that, I got a fun little thing I stumbled upon, and I've always thought, and it's funny because this is something I've always thought of, April. So this is a video. You know what? I'm gonna play it, and tell me, guys, if you don't think this is this the coolest thing ever, or is this weird? All right, here we go. I'll play it right now.
Guys, I do live in an actual school. Here's some nice things about it. You can play basketball whenever you want. You can roam down the hallways with your dog whenever you want. You have over 60 bathrooms and 150 rooms in total to roam around in. You can put whatever you want in the showcases. We have steam showers, personal gyms, over 200 sinks, personal saunas, intercoms that I can go on whenever I want. We have an electrical room, a library with taxidermy, an empty cafeteria, storage for everything you could possibly want to put in storage, a giant kitchen where they used to cook kid lunch, empty commercial freezers, an empty principal's office, keys for days, and I mean days, with blueprints of the entire place, giant parking lots, a beautiful courtyard with flagpoles. I also get to tell people that I live on 45 acres with a 92,000 square foot house, with a giant playground, a walkway to 2 mobile classrooms. This is one of the mobile classrooms. Some sheds, a dirt bike track I made out here, a baseball field. You can park wherever you want, outdoor basketball courts. I have a dog room. I get my own room wherever I want in the school. Follow for more.
Like, I don't know. Like, I think that's fucking awesome.
I love it. I love it. I like alternative housing though. I like tiny homes and like shipping containers and RVs, and I like all kinds of weird stuff for houses, like school buses that are converted, and I think that's fabulous. Somebody wrote, but the electric bill though.
See,
Yeah.
I thought of that. I
Yeah.
thought of that, but I'm sure like I was like,
Put some
damn.
solar panels everywhere. Solar panels everywhere.
So like if Cool Awesome Dude says, imagine if it was dark, the place would turn into a creepy ghost town.
Well, you could have a hell of a Halloween party in there, couldn't you?
But forget about that. Like all the space in the school. You know what I
So I
love?
had a lot of cleaning. How do you keep that clean?
Well, you gotta hire illegals. What? Listen, the thing that got me is the full court basketball court indoors. Like I love
I
basketball.
like the gym. There's a gym there.
You got
I was
the
like,
full
"Ooh."
gym, bro.
Got the whole
Dude,
gym.
can you imagine having a party, birthday parties, New Year's? You can have the fucking you can have a dance in the gym.
Evil Jackalope says hippie commune. Hell yeah, you could have a whole thing where everybody has their own space, and you could do like all kinds of exchanges, grow your own food. Didn't
How
they
much
do
does
that in Walking Dead? Didn't they?
I don't know.
Did they have something like that in
How
there?
much does the school cost?
I don't know.
I
How
wanna
do you
buy a
even
school
end
now.
up in this? Yeah. So I'm gonna give that a thumbs up, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's pretty freaking dope.
Yeah, I'm gonna vote that a thumbs up.
Very cool. So we got about 10 minutes left to the show. So how do you want to go off the air before our Thanksgiving time?
Well, I wanted to read you. I'm reading you a lot tonight. This is a thing from Henry David Thoreau. This is a quote. I got 2 quotes for you guys. So that are by people a lot smarter than I am, and they've been around for a very long time. And I find them to be really meaningful. And thank you. Wait, let me fix that. Thank you for the Corgo.
Appreciate you, brother.
We appreciate the biddies very much.
Absolutely.
So, Thoreau,
Big ass titties.
Sorry, that
Oh,
was
yeah.
delayed. That was delayed. My bad.
Thoreau was a writer, and he used to go into a cabin and kind of hole up and write. And he used to say, "I am grateful for what I am and what I have. My thanksgiving is perpetual. It is surprising how content one can be with nothing definite, just a sense of existence." So I always love that, because your Thanksgiving can be every day if you want it to be, any day of the year. So I'm grateful for what I am and what I have. So the other one I love is from Henri Matisse.
Oh,
Henry Matisse.
He's
Henri. He is a Frenchman.
He is a
He is from
Frenchman.
Paris. Yes.
Oui.
Oui, oui.
Je m'appelle Henri.
Je m'appelle Henri. Yes. So he said, there are always flowers for those who want to see them.
Oh.
That's it. So if you're looking for anger and hatred and all that, you will find it. If you're looking for racism, you will find it. If you're looking for red cars, you will see them. If you're looking for flowers, you'll find them. If you're looking for love, you'll find that. So Oh, watch the Muppet Christmas Carol over the break. Hell yeah. What are we watching over the break? What's good?
I don't know what's good. I was playing emotional music. I thought we were gonna get into the emotions here.
No, go ahead. Let's do it. Do it. What are you grateful for?
Well, you know, we live in a world where we complain about everything. Everybody complains, everybody argues, everybody fights, and I'm thankful for my inner circle of friends. I'm thankful for obviously my family. I'm thankful for my faith. Individually, I'm thankful for you guys. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna share something with you guys that you probably don't know. So honestly, the reason why I do these shows is because of the connections I've made over the course of over 10 years. And it's true. Meeting people like my buddy Rick Vickery, Michael Jargo, Colin, who was in my wedding, Billy Ray Valentine, Ben Hamid, all these people. Now, April, Big Vito, Noel, these are all people I met doing these podcasts and the wrestling and all this stuff that we do. And I've developed like lifelong friends, like people that are genuinely special to me, and listeners that what does it say? We would have been
at your wedding, right? We would, right? We would travel. We'd do it.
But it's such a cool thing. You know, I for a long time in 2020, I was very depressed. I think I shared this. I gained weight. I started drinking. I started getting very stressed out, and I had some real fucking head issues. But as now 2023 is coming and I had to put a lot of work into it, the truth of the matter is that I started realizing that, you know, I have a long life to live. I have really good things to look forward to. And that's it, man. Even if you feel like you don't have much, if you really focus in on the things that are good in life, and what I'm saying is, like, you don't have to fucking have the biggest house, the nicest car, the best job, all the money. I promise you this. Just waking up every single morning and having another opportunity to meet somebody new, to have a great conversation, to laugh, to love, or to even be angry that day. You have another opportunity. You have another day. Every day is a gift. I'm not being corny. I'm being real. I'm talking to you guys from my heart. Be thankful. Every single day is a gift, and it's a chance to change your life or to do something incredible. So I just wanted to put that out to you guys. If you understood how much I genuinely care about everybody who listens to the shows that I do, or the people that I work with, if you guys really understood how much I love you guys, I don't think you this podcasting thing saved my life, and it helped me from going crazy. You have no idea how important you guys are to me. I love you very much, and I'm such a pussy right now.
No, you're not.
I hate you. I hate you guys. I hate you.
Thank
No, I
you,
changed. I
thank
take it back. I take it all back.
Oh, thank you. We love you too. Oh my God.
I love you guys for real. It's a very genuine, it's very genuine. It comes from a very genuine place, and I wouldn't do this if I didn't care. So, and April, I know April loves you guys, and sometimes we have a lot on our plates, but we do this. April, I hate to speak for you, but I know you and I, you're like my sister from another mister, and I know you do this straight up for love, man. And
yeah, we don't do it for money. We're not getting paid shit. That's for sure. Bro. We do it because we love you, and I can appreciate everything you just said. Like we originally started this during quarantine because we wanted to be able to connect with you guys and see the fans and have the conversations. And Winona said it too. She said, I'm thankful I finally found people who get me, even if it's just online communities.
Yep.
Yes,
man. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes. And I wanted to do this to kind of stay in touch with people, to give back, and to have something to look forward to each week. I'm burned out. I'm going to be really honest with you. You know, I went away for a couple of days this past weekend. It was wonderful. There was almost no internet at all. And when I came back to a bunch of stuff that I really didn't want to see. You know, and I know you guys know what I'm talking about. You know, it's been a rough couple of years, and it just seems like the pressure is on like crazy. And it's tough. And when I keep looking into things, I know people need to find things, but it's hard to constantly feel like you're running into waves, like just hitting waves, and they're punching you in the face and knocking you on your ass. And that's what I feel like. And some of you are on like my Patreon and my other pages, and you know, like right now I haven't updated my sites or done very much messaging because I'm exhausted, and I feel like I can't really talk to people when the people are asking me for things, which on my site, that's usually what it is, asking me for things. And it's gotten to where when I talk to people and they talk to me and they say, how are you doing? I fill them in, and I don't ask them how they're doing back, because I feel like I'm over, there's too much on me. There's too much burden. There's too much. I have literally become everyone's therapist because I've
been there, man.
I have people who I care about very much who can't get in with therapy. They have a long wait list. They're not able to afford things. People reach out to me all the time. So it's not just here, you know, it's like, this is a regular thing where people call and reach out, and it's exhausting. And it's tough. And this is my way of giving back and connecting and doing something that I hope makes a difference. I hope bringing you guys information will make your lives better. I hope that we go through tough times, and these things will give you hope or prepare you for any rough waters that we're coming up on. That's all.
And
I'm grateful you're here. I'm grateful you're here. I'm grateful you're here. I'm grateful to Ray very much for making this possible and being my partner.
My homie. God damn it. Let me
what the fuck is this music?
You know what music does? Music brings out the spirit, the soul.
Music is what feelings sound like.
It allowed us to express ourselves.
There you go.
God damn it. Anyway, listen, before April says her goodbyes, I just want to say, guys and gals out there, whether you have tons of family, whether you don't have much family, whether you have friends, whether you don't have much friends, whatever you do during this time, I want you to love yourself. Do something special for yourself this Thanksgiving, whatever it may be, whether it be reconnecting with somebody that you really haven't spoken to in a long time.
Yeah.
You know, just having that little bowl of ice cream, like the 100-year-old lady that she says, this makes me happy. Do something
that makes you happy.
Do something to make you exactly. And I just want to wish you guys a happy Thanksgiving. I love you sincerely from my heart. God bless you. And April, I love you too, my sister. I hope you have a fucking amazing Thanksgiving. I know we're gonna text during Thanksgiving and stuff like that. I'm definitely gonna text you. And you know, this is genuinely one of my favorite parts of the week. You guys have no clue. I love you from the bottom of my heart, guys. And we're not gonna be here next week, but everybody needs a breather here and there. So see you in 2 weeks. So April, go ahead.
And I love you too, Ray. Thank you for everything. That was so sweet. I'm so weird with things like that, but thank you very much. Anyway, no, seriously, you guys, I really just please. Like I said, they said, what's one thing that the world needs more of? Love. Be the love, be the light. Energy is contagious.
Mm-hmm.
Be the source of energy that we need out there. Don't add to the fray, because there's so much going on that's not good. Be the good. Please be the good. Be the moderate voice of reason. Be people that you would be proud of, that your parents would be proud of, that your grandparents would be proud of. Be that person. And family can drive you crazy. So choose your battles. That's all. And make
Word.
sure you eat lots of pumpkin pie with tons of whipped cream.
And don't talk politics over the table, please.
Yeah, avoid
Don't do
that.
Avoid
Avoid
politics.
that. Just avoid,
Anyway.
avoid politics, avoid religion.
All right, guys, gals. I guess we'll see you in 2 weeks. God bless you. We love you, and thank you. Just be careful and do me a favor. I say this every holiday. When you go out, do not drink and drive. It's a pet peeve of mine. Please take an Uber, take a cab, have a friend drive you. Get the dork that doesn't drink anything. Have that person fucking be your chaperone. Please be careful. Be vigilant, and be love. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm out.
We look forward to seeing you back here in 2 weeks.
God bless you guys. Jimmy Snuka, I love you, brother. Mahalo.
Mahalo.
Boobies. Big ass titties.
Ooh.
Hot knockers.